If your feet feel like they're on fire, especially at night when you're trying to sleep, if the burning is so intense you can't stand covers touching your feet, listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. That burning sensation means your nerves are inflamed and damaged, and it gets progressively worse if you don't take action now. But here's what doctors aren't telling you. There's one food that reduces nerve inflammation by 38%. The burning stops. Your nerves heal. You can finally sleep. Research shows people with burning feet have double the risk of developing complete numbness and permanent nerve death within 3 years if inflammation isn't controlled. The burning is actually your nerves screaming for help before they die completely. Today, I'm ranking the top 4 anti-inflammatory foods that cool burning nerves. Number 1 stops nerve burning better than anything else available, and neurologists recommend it alongside medication. Stay with me because what I reveal about absorption could be the difference between this working or completely wasting your time. Welcome to Thrive Senior Health. Before we dive in, I want you to understand exactly what's happening inside your body right now. Burning feet after 60 are almost always caused by peripheral neuropathy, nerve damage in your extremities, your feet, your toes, sometimes your hands. The nerves that carry sensation from your feet to your brain are being destroyed. As they die, they misfire. They send pain signals when there's no injury. They interpret normal touch as burning. The feeling of sheets against your skin becomes unbearable. Walking across carpet feels like walking on hot coals. This isn't in your head. Your nerves are literally damaged at the cellular level. The damage happens from the outside in. The protective coating around your nerves, the myelin sheath, breaks down first. Think of it like insulation around an electrical wire cracking and peeling away. Without that insulation, nerve signals cross and short circuit. Then the nerve fibers themselves start dying. Your body tries to repair them, but when inflammation is too severe, the repair process fails. More nerves die. The burning intensifies. If you're finding this valuable, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Now let's talk about what's causing this damage and how to stop it. Why your feet are burning. The 3 main causes. Number 1, high blood sugar damage. High blood sugar is the most common cause after 60. When glucose levels stay elevated, glucose molecules attach to nerve proteins through a process called glycation, the same chemical reaction that browns meat when you cook it. That's literally what's happening inside your nerves. Your nerve proteins are being cooked by excess sugar. The proteins become stiff and dysfunctional. The nerves can't transmit signals properly. They fire randomly, sending burning sensations to your brain. But here's what most people don't realize. You don't need to be diabetic to have nerve-damaging blood sugar levels. Pre-diabetics and even people with blood sugar on the high end of normal are slowly damaging their nerves. If your fasting blood sugar is consistently above 95, your nerves are under attack. Cause number 2, B vitamin deficiency. This is epidemic in people over 60. Your nerves need B1, B6, and especially B12 to function. B12 maintains the myelin coating around your nerves. Without enough B12, that protective insulation disintegrates like old rubber crumbling away. Older adults absorb less B12 from food because stomach acid production decreases with age. You need stomach acid to separate B12 from food proteins. Without it, B12 passes through unused. Medications make this worse. Metformin, the most commonly prescribed diabetes drug, blocks B12 absorption. Antacids and proton pump inhibitors eliminate the stomach acid needed to absorb B12. Millions of people over 60 are unknowingly B12 deficient, and their nerves are starving. Cause number 3, systemic inflammation. As you age, your body produces more inflammatory compounds, cytokines, C-reactive protein, interleukin-6. These molecules circulate in your bloodstream and attack tissues throughout your body. Nerve tissue is particularly vulnerable. The inflammatory molecules prevent healing. They accelerate nerve death. They keep your nerves in a constant state of damage. The medication problem. Here's what most doctors don't tell you, and this is critical. Gabapentin, Lyrica, and other neuropathy medications don't reduce inflammation. They don't heal nerves. They don't stop the damage. They just block pain signals temporarily. You feel less burning because your brain isn't receiving the pain messages. But the inflammation continues. The nerve damage accelerates. The medications create the illusion of improvement while your nerves continue dying in the background. This is why neuropathy medications stop working for so many people. You take gabapentin for 6 months and it helps. Then you need a higher dose, then higher. Eventually, even maximum doses don't control the burning because the underlying inflammation was never addressed. The only way to actually stop burning feet, not just mask the pain, but actually stop nerve destruction, is to reduce inflammation at the source. And certain foods have been proven to reduce nerve inflammation by measurable percentages. Let me show you the rankings from good to extraordinary. Leafy greens, the foundation spinach, kale, Swiss chard, collard greens, arugula. Dark leafy greens are loaded with magnesium and B vitamins, the exact nutrients your damaged nerves need to heal. How they work. Magnesium reduces nerve inflammation by 26 to 30%. It works by calming overactive nerve signals. When nerves are damaged, they fire constantly, sending pain messages even when there's no stimulus. Magnesium stabilizes nerve cell membranes and stops the misfiring, similar to how gabapentin works, but without side effects. Studies show people with neuropathy have significantly lower magnesium levels than healthy controls. Consuming magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens reduces burning sensation within 1 week in 60% of participants. Additional benefits. Leafy greens don't just provide magnesium. They're rich in folate and vitamin B6, vitamins that help rebuild the myelin sheath around your nerves. Without adequate B vitamins, myelin deteriorates. With adequate B vitamins, it regenerates. Leafy greens also provide alpha-lipoic acid, a powerful antioxidant used in Europe as a prescription treatment for diabetic neuropathy. The dose: 2 cups of raw leafy greens daily, or 1 cup cooked. The darker the green, the higher the nutrient content. Combine leafy greens with healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or nuts. Many beneficial compounds are fat-soluble and absorb better with fat. Leafy greens are foundational for nerve health, but the top 3 foods have even more concentrated healing properties. Walnuts, the omega-3 protector. Walnuts contain alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that's particularly effective for nerve inflammation. Studies show it reduces inflammatory markers by 33%. What makes walnuts special? While ALA isn't as potent as the EPA and DHA in fish oil, walnuts provide additional compounds that fish oil doesn't. They contain polyphenols, specifically elagitannins and flavonoids, that protect nerve tissue from oxidative stress. When your nerves are inflamed, free radicals attack them and accelerate damage. It's like your nerves are rusting from the inside. Walnut polyphenols act as antioxidants, neutralizing those free radicals before they can damage nerve cells. Clinical results. Research on diabetic neuropathy shows that consuming 1 ounce of walnuts daily for 12 weeks improves nerve function tests and reduces burning pain intensity. Participants reported the constant fire feeling decreased to occasional warmth. The burning didn't disappear completely, but it went from unbearable to manageable. Blood sugar benefits. Walnuts also improve insulin sensitivity, which helps control blood sugar, addressing one of the root causes of nerve inflammation. The healthy fats in walnuts slow glucose absorption and reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes. Better blood sugar control means less glycation damage to your nerves. The dose. 1 ounce of walnuts daily. That's about 14 walnut halves or a small handful. Eat them raw or lightly toasted. Heavily roasted walnuts at high temperatures damage the delicate omega-3 fats. Storage is critical. Don't buy pre-chopped walnuts that have been sitting on shelves for months. Once chopped, their oils are exposed to air and begin oxidizing rapidly. Oxidized oils are inflammatory, which defeats the entire purpose. Buy whole walnuts and chop them fresh. Store them in the refrigerator or freezer. The omega-3 fats are fragile and go rancid at room temperature. You can add walnuts to oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, toss them in salads, or eat them as a snack. Just consume them daily and keep them fresh. Ginger, the circulation booster. Fresh ginger root contains gingerols and shogales, bioactive compounds that reduce nerve inflammation by 33 to 36%. These are among the most potent natural anti-inflammatory substances ever studied. Why ginger is so powerful. Ginger blocks multiple inflammatory pathways simultaneously. It inhibits COX-2 enzymes, suppresses inflammatory cytokine production, blocks NF-kappa B activation, the master switch that triggers inflammation, and inhibits 5-LOX enzymes that produce inflammatory molecules involved in chronic pain. This multi-pathway blocking is why ginger is so effective for neuropathy. Most anti-inflammatory compounds target one pathway. Ginger targets 4 or 5 simultaneously. It's like putting out a fire by removing fuel, lowering temperature, eliminating oxygen, and spraying water, all at the same time. The inflammation can't sustain itself. Clinical results. Studies on neuropathy patients show consuming fresh ginger daily reduces burning pain scores by an average of 40% within 4 weeks. That's almost half the pain eliminated. Participants also reported improved mobility. They could walk farther without severe burning, and better sleep quality. The nighttime burning that destroyed their sleep decreased enough that they could rest. Circulation benefits. Ginger also dramatically improves circulation. It dilates blood vessels and increases blood flow to your extremities. Poor circulation is common in people with neuropathy, especially diabetics. The small blood vessels feeding your nerves become damaged and narrowed. Less blood reaches the nerves. They starve. Ginger opens those blood vessels. More blood flows through. More oxygen and nutrients reach your damaged nerves. Some studies show ginger's circulation-improving effects are noticeable within 30 minutes of consumption. The dose. 1-inch piece of fresh ginger root daily. Not ginger powder from the spice aisle, fresh root. The gingerol content in fresh ginger is 10 times higher than in dried powder. How to use it? Grate fresh ginger into hot water to make tea. Steep for 10 minutes. This is the easiest daily method. You can blend fresh ginger into smoothies. It combines well with mango, pineapple, and coconut milk. You can add grated ginger to stir-fries, soups, and curries. Cooking doesn't destroy gingerols. They're heat-stable. However you consume it, make it a daily habit. The anti-inflammatory effects are dose-dependent and cumulative. One-time use won't produce lasting results. Ginger is remarkable, but nothing matches the nerve-healing power of number 1. Turmeric with black pepper, the ultimate nerve healer. Turmeric contains curcumin, the single most powerful natural anti-inflammatory compound for nerve tissue. It reduces nerve inflammation by 36–38%, the highest reduction of any food or natural compound. Why turmeric earns. Number 1. Curcumin crosses the blood-nerve barrier. Most anti-inflammatory compounds can't penetrate nerve tissue directly. They reduce systemic inflammation in your bloodstream, which helps indirectly. But curcumin actually enters the nerves themselves and reduces inflammation at the cellular level, inside the nerve cells where damage is occurring. The blood-nerve barrier protects delicate nerve tissue from toxins. It's highly selective about what it allows through. Curcumin is uniquely suited, small enough and shaped perfectly to pass through this barrier. What curcumin does inside nerves. Once inside nerve tissue, curcumin performs multiple protective functions. Neutralizes free radicals attacking nerve cells, reduces inflammatory cytokine production within nerves, protects the myelin sheath from breakdown, promotes regeneration of damaged nerve fibers. Clinical results. Research on diabetic neuropathy patients shows dramatic results. Participants who took curcumin supplements for 8 weeks saw burning pain decrease by an average of 50%. Half the pain gone. Nerve conduction studies showed measurable improvement in nerve signal speed. The nerves weren't just feeling better, they were actually healing. Electrical signals traveled faster through repaired nerve pathways. How it works. Curcumin works by blocking NF-kappa B, the master switch for inflammation. When NF-kappa B is activated in nerve cells, it triggers production of dozens of inflammatory molecules. When NF-kappa B is blocked by curcumin, the cascade never starts. The inflammatory genes never get turned on. Your nerves stop being attacked. The environment shifts from destructive to healing. The critical detail most people miss. Here's why so many people try turmeric and don't see results. Curcumin is extremely poorly absorbed. Only about 1% of the curcumin you consume actually enters your bloodstream under normal conditions. Your digestive system breaks it down. Your liver metabolizes it. Almost none reaches your nerves. That's where black pepper becomes absolutely essential. The black pepper secret. Black pepper contains piperine, a compound that increases curcumin absorption by 2,000%. Not 20%, 2,000%. Piperine blocks the enzymes in your intestines and liver that break down curcumin. It allows curcumin to pass through your digestive system intact and enter your bloodstream. Without black pepper, turmeric is minimally effective for nerve healing. You might see a small reduction in systemic inflammation, but curcumin never reaches therapeutic levels in your nerves. With black pepper, turmeric becomes the most powerful nerve-healing food available. Studies comparing turmeric alone versus turmeric combined with black pepper show completely different results. Turmeric alone, 8% inflammation reduction, measurable but modest. Turmeric with piperine, 38% inflammation reduction, transformative. This is not optional. If you take turmeric without black pepper, you're wasting your time and money. They must be combined. The dose. 1 to 2 teaspoons of turmeric powder daily combined with 1 to 4 teaspoons of black pepper. You need the black pepper. Don't skip it. Don't think you can take turmeric now and black pepper later. They need to be consumed together so piperine is present when curcumin is being absorbed. The fat requirement. Curcumin is also fat-soluble. It dissolves in fat, not water. It needs dietary fat to be absorbed from your intestines into your bloodstream. Take your turmeric with a fat source. Coconut oil, olive oil, avocado, nuts, full-fat yogurt, or ghee. The fat acts as a carrier, transporting curcumin through your intestinal wall. Without fat, curcumin absorption is poor even with black pepper. You need both. Black pepper to prevent breakdown and fat to enable absorption. The golden milk method. The easiest and most effective method is golden milk. Here's the recipe. Heat 1 cup of milk, dairy or plant-based like coconut or almond milk, in a small pot. Add 1 teaspoon turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 1 teaspoon coconut oil or ghee. Optional. Pinch of cinnamon and touch of honey. Stir well. Heat until warm, but not boiling. Drink it before bed. The anti-inflammatory effect peaks 4 to 6 hours after consumption. Maximum curcumin levels in your bloodstream occur while you sleep, exactly when nighttime burning is typically worst. Alternative methods: smoothies, blend frozen mango, banana, 1 cup coconut milk, 1 teaspoon turmeric, 1 to 4 teaspoon black pepper, and 1 tablespoon almond butter. Curries. Cook vegetables or chicken with turmeric, black pepper, and coconut oil. Heat doesn't destroy curcumin. It's stable at normal cooking temperatures. Supplement option. If you prefer supplements, choose a curcumin supplement that includes piperine or black pepper extract. The label should explicitly state enhanced absorption with bioperine or with piperine. Look for supplements with at least 95% curcuminoids. Take 500, 1,000 milliliters daily with a meal that contains fat. Consistency is everything. Whether you use golden milk, smoothies, curries, or supplements, the key is taking turmeric with black pepper and fat every single day. The anti-inflammatory effect is cumulative. It builds over time. Taking it sporadically won't produce results. What to expect and when, within 48 hours. Most people notice a reduction in burning intensity. The constant fire decreases to warmth. Hypersensitivity to touch lessens. You can tolerate sheets against your feet without severe pain. The burning that wakes you at 2 a.m. might wake you only once instead of 3 times. After 1 week, the inflammation reduction becomes significant. Burning episodes are less frequent and less intense. You might have periods during the day when you forget about the burning entirely. You can wear socks comfortably. Walking doesn't trigger immediate severe discomfort. 2 weeks in. The burning is mostly controlled. You still have occasional flare-ups, especially if you eat inflammatory foods like sugar, but baseline burning is 60 to 70% improved. Many people reduce their gabapentin dosage because they don't need as much symptom suppression. 1 month of consistent use produces measurable nerve healing, not just symptom relief, but actual regeneration of nerve tissue. Studies using nerve conduction tests show improved signal speed. Studies measuring nerve fiber density show increased nerve fiber counts. Your body is growing new nerve endings to replace the ones that died. The key is consistency. You can't take turmeric for 3 days and expect permanent results. The inflammation reduction only persists as long as you maintain adequate curcumin levels, but if you commit to daily use, the results can be life-changing. Your 30-day challenge starts today. Here's what I want you to do starting today. Begin a 30-day turmeric challenge. Every morning or evening, whichever you prefer, but be consistent, consume 1-2 teaspoons turmeric powder, 1-4 teaspoon black pepper, a fat source. Use golden milk, smoothies, curries, or supplements with piperine. Choose whatever method you'll actually stick with every single day. Before you start, rate your burning intensity on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 is the worst burning you've experienced, unbearable, preventing sleep. 1 is barely noticeable. Write down your starting number. Be honest. Track your progress. Rate your burning again after 48 hours, 1 week, 2 weeks, 30 days. Write down every rating. Your memory is unreliable. The written record shows improvement you might otherwise miss. Also track sleep quality. How many times burning wakes you? Pain medication usage. Are you taking less? Ability to walk comfortably. Share your results. After 48 hours, come back and leave a comment with your results. Tell me your burning intensity before and after. Rate it with numbers. I started at 810, now I'm at 510. Your real-world experience could be the encouragement someone else needs to try this approach. You might prevent someone from suffering for months or years longer. Take action. If this video helped you understand why your feet burn and what actually stops inflammation at the source, click the like button. Subscribe to Thrive Senior Health for more science-backed solutions. Share this video with anyone over 60 who struggles with burning feet. They're probably taking gabapentin and tolerating side effects. They probably don't know there's a natural approach that reduces underlying inflammation instead of just blocking pain signals. Remember, burning feet after 60 don't have to be permanent. The inflammation can be controlled. Your nerves can heal. Nerve tissue has regenerative capacity when you create the right environment. You can sleep through the night again. You can walk without constant pain. You can live normally. It starts with turmeric and black pepper. Give it 48 hours, you'll feel the difference. Give it 30 days, you'll see measurable healing. Start today. Track your results. Come back and share your experience. Your journey could help thousands of others find relief. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.